on in the background, and everybody's getting a really super hot coffee in a pretty warm venue for a good price. So come on, have breakfast with us.
Still the same lady, 35 years.
High.
Oh,
Yeah. They had a little water came under the door, like during the storm.
Yeah.
But then it ran off. Oh wow. The street clear. Yeah, we always were evacuated.
Wow.
So they wouldn't let us come back for 6 weeks.
6 weeks. You know what she's talking about, right? You live in Houston and sometimes you have to pack the car and go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he the son who died?
Yes, last July in Europe.
He must have been very young to die.
All poets, whatever age they may seem to others, die young.
Mrs. Venable, what was your son's work? I mean, aside from his garden.
As many times as I've had to answer that question, you know, it still shocks me a little to realize that Sebastian Venable, the poet, was still quite unknown outside of a small coterie of friends, including his mother.
Your son was a poet.
Strictly speaking, his life was his occupation. Yes, Sebastian was a poet. That's what I meant when I said his life was his work. Because the work of a poet is the life of a poet, and vice versa, the life of a poet is the work of a poet. I mean, you can't separate them. A poet's life is his work, and his work is his life in a special sense. Oh.
Are you all right?
Right as rain, however right that is. This operation of yours, does it really work?
What sort of luck is that, Big Day?
I don't know how to describe it.
It's the same look.
They don't look peaceful, do they?
No, they sure in hell don't.
Nervous as cats.
That's right, they look nervous as cats.
Nervous as a couple of cats on a hot tin roof.
That's right, boy. They look like a couple of cats on a hot tin roof. It's funny, though. You and Cooper being so different, you pick out the same type of woman.
Both of us married into society, big guy.
Crap. I wonder why they just give them both that look.
Well, they're sitting in the middle of a big piece of land. 28,000 acres is a pretty big piece of land. They're squaring off on it. Each of them determined to knock off a bigger piece of it than the other whenever you let it go.
I got a surprise for those women. I'm not gonna let go of it for a long time now if that's what they're waiting for.
That's right. Big Daddy, you just sit tight, let us scratch each other's eyes out.
Come here at 2 o'clock in the morning if I were not seriously ill.
There's no telling what you do in a state of hysteria. Here, take this, Miss Alma.
What is it?
Just a couple of little white tablets dissolved in water.
What kind of tablets?
You don't trust me?
I trusted you earlier this evening.
Oh, well, there was a mix-up and...
I seem to be all to pieces. I don't know why.
Drink this down, Miss Alma.
I wasn't able to sleep.
You felt panicky.
Yes, I felt walled in.
You started hearing your heart.
Yes, like a drum.
And it scared you.
Yes, it always does. I don't think I'm going to be able to get through the summer.
You'll get through it all right, Miss Alma.
How?
One day will come after another, and one night will come after another. Till sooner or later this summer will be all over with. And then it'll be fall. And you'll be saying, I don't see how I'm going to get through the fall.
When somebody else is crying, I gotta cry too. I'm sympathetic. I got too much of a heart.
Don't cry. Why should you cry?
I know. It ain't like a man.
Oh, a man sometimes has to cry like anyone else.
You're very understanding. Sometimes a man has to cry the same as a woman.
A man is not so different from anyone else.
You stop that, then I'll stop too, huh?
Oh, you stop first and I'll stop.
No, you first. Ladies first, you know?
Ladies first.
Well, thanks again, ladies. Good night.
Things have a way of turning out badly. Well, well. So our gentleman caller was engaged to be married. Tom?
Yes, Mother?
Come on in here. I want to tell you something awfully funny.
Has the gentleman caller gotten away already?
Yes, our gentleman caller made an early departure. That was a wonderful joke you played on us.
What do you mean?
You didn't tell us he was engaged to be married.
Well, what's peculiar about it?
Didn't you say he was your best friend down at the warehouse?
He is, but how would I know?
Well, it seems very peculiar that your best friend wouldn't tell you he was engaged to be married.
The warehouse is where I work, not where I know things about people.
You don't know things anywhere. You live in a dream. You manufacture illusions. Where are you going?
I'm going to the movies.
Oh, that's right. Yes, now that you've let us make fools of ourselves. A mother deserted, an unmarried sister crippled with no job. But don't let anything interfere with your selfish pleasure. Go. Go to the movies.
All right, then I will. And the more you shout at me about my selfishness, the quicker I'll go. And I won't go to the movies.
Well, go. Go then. Go to the moon, you selfish dreamer.
It's a kind that don't belong no place at all. There's a kind of bird that don't have any legs, so it can't light on nothing. So it has to spend its whole life on its wings in the air. I seen one once. It died and fell to earth. And its body was light blue colored. And you could see right through him. I swear the hawks don't catch him. Because they don't see him. They don't see him way up in that high blue sky near the sun. stingray with. Oh, they fly so high in gray weather the hawks would get dizzy. See, these little birds don't have no legs at all, so they have to live their whole lives on the wing. And they sleep on the wind. That's what they do. They just spread the wings out and go to sleep on the wind. And the only light on this earth but one time is when they die.
Whoever you are, I've always depended on the kindness of strangers. Blanche.
Come on, honey.
You touch me. Don't you ever touch me again. I'm not going back in there again, not this time. Never going back, never.
Hey, Stella!